Your home feels safe. It always has. You know every corner of it, the creak in the third floorboard, the cabinet that sticks on humid days, the light switch your hand finds without looking. That deep familiarity is one of life's quiet comforts. But here's what nobody tells you. That same familiarity is exactly what makes your home dangerous. Your brain stops seeing what makes your home dangerous. Your brain stops seeing what is actually there. And memory does not catch hazard. Right now, without moving from where you are sitting, there are at least 3 things within 20 feet of you that could send you to an emergency room. Over 3 million Americans over 65 end up in the ER every single year because of falls. Not car accidents, not crime, falls inside their own homes. The CDC calls it a national crisis hidden in plain sight. And the most devastating part, the vast majority of those falls were completely preventable. By the end of this video, you will have walked through 7 specific hazards hiding in your home right now. You will know what each one looks like, why it is dangerous, and what to do about it this week. Stay close, because hazard number 4 is the one that catches even the most careful people off guard, and it may already be working against you tonight. Most people believe a fall is a moment, a single careless step, a wet floor, a bad patch of carpet. But falls do not work that way. Not the serious ones, not the ones that change lives. A fall is a chain reaction. It is a sequence of small failures, environmental, neurological, and physical, that begin building seconds to days before impact. And the reason most people never see it coming is precisely because they know their home too well. Here is the brutal irony of living somewhere long enough. The longer you live in a space, the less your brain actually processes it. Your neural pathways automate the walk from your bedroom to your bathroom. They map the furniture, predict the floor, and route you through on autopilot without requiring conscious attention. That automation is efficient. Under normal conditions, it works beautifully. But when something changes, a new prescription, one poor night of sleep, a subtle inner ear shift that accompanies aging, that autopilot suddenly has incorrect data, and the environment you trusted completely becomes the thing that takes you down. This is not about carelessness. It is not about weakness. It is about a mismatch between what your brain thinks your body can do and what your body can actually do in that specific moment. Understanding that distinction is the first step towards staying safe. Now let us walk through your home, hazard by hazard, starting with the 3 most people believe they have already handled, but almost never actually fix. Hazard number 1 is on your floor. Loose rugs and throw rugs are responsible for a staggering proportion of senior home falls every single year. And the reason is not that you cannot see them. You can. The problem is that your foot catches the curled edge at a moment of inattention, on a day when your balance is slightly off, on a morning when your medication kicked in slower, a half-inch curl on a bath mat, a kitchen runner that shifts 2 inches when you step on it from the wrong angle, a decorative rug in the entryway that seemed perfectly fine when you bought it. Every one of these is a mechanism for landing hard on an unforgiving floor, and every one can be corrected in under 10 minutes. Either remove loose rugs entirely or secure every edge with high-grip non-slip tape and a rubber anti-skid backing beneath. No exceptions. Not the decorative ones. Not the sentimental ones. Hazard number 2 is your lighting. And before you assume your home is well lit, consider this. 65% of serious senior falls happen in low light or no light conditions. The danger is not your daytime lighting. It is the darkness between your bed and your bathroom at 2 in the morning, when your eyes have not adjusted, when your balance is at its overnight low, and when your bladder is not patient. That hallway, that bathroom threshold, that 15-foot stretch across your bedroom floor, these are what researchers call transition zones, and they are dark. A motion-activated night light at floor level costs under $15 and can interrupt this hazard almost entirely. The barrier is never cost. The barrier is the assumption that it will not happen to you. Hazard number 3 is floor-level clutter. Extension cords running across walkways, shoes near a doorway, a low footstool, a dog toy, a phone charger crossing the living room floor. Your brain cataloged each of these the first time you placed them there. Now your brain edits them out entirely. You are not seeing your home anymore. You are seeing your memory of it. The simplest fix is to invite someone else to walk through your space with you, someone whose brain has not automated your floor plan. What they find will almost certainly surprise you. And when we reach number 4, you will understand why even the most cautious people miss it. Here it is. The one almost nobody sees coming. Hazard number 4 is your toilet. More specifically, it is the act of rising from the toilet, one of the single most dangerous biomechanical movements a person over 65 performs every single day of their life. Think carefully about what that motion actually requires. You are seated low, often lower than a standard dining chair. You lean forward to shift your weight. You push through your arms and legs while your center of gravity moves forward, upward, and backward simultaneously. That motion demands coordination, quadriceps strength, and circulatory stability all at once. And most bathroom layouts provide absolutely nothing stable to hold on to during it. What makes this particularly dangerous is a condition called orthostatic hypotension, a rapid drop in blood pressure that occurs when you rise from seated or lying positions. It is common at all ages, but after 65, the compensatory systems that correct that drop become significantly slower. The result is a brief window, sometimes only 2 to 3 seconds, where your brain is underperfused, your vision dims, and your legs have not yet received the circulatory support they need. That is the window when falls happen, not because of carelessness, because your body was managing a complex biological transition with nothing to hold on to. A raised toilet seat and 2 properly installed grab bars beside your toilet are the direct, immediate answer. These are not symbols of decline. They are precision tools that convert a high-risk daily movement into a controlled, supported one. A grab bar costs between $25 and $50 installed. If there's one change you make this week, make it this one. Hazard number 5 begins the moment you wake up. Your bed, and the path around it contains 2 distinct risks most people never think to address. The first is bed height. A bed that is too low forces you into a deep squat to rise, placing enormous demand on quad strength and hip stability that may have declined without your realizing it. The ideal seated position puts both feet flat on the floor, with your knees at roughly 90 degrees. Adjustable bed risers or a new frame can correct this without replacing your mattress. The second risk is your nocturnal path, the route you take to the bathroom in the night. Your body at 2 in the morning is operating with slower reflexes, reduced blood pressure, and a balance system that is not fully activated since you lay down 6 hours earlier. You are physically not the same person who walked that bedroom floor before bed. A clear, unobstructed path lined with floor-level motion lights is not a comfort feature. For many adults over 65, it is the single most critical safety modification in the entire home. Hazard number 6 is the staircase. But the danger is not where most people look. People watch their feet on the way down. They check the bottom step. What they miss is the transition at the top, the moment when level walking shifts to descending motion. That shift requires rapid recalibration of balance, visual focus, and proprioception. If the carpet on your top step has any give or looseness underfoot, that recalibration window becomes genuinely dangerous. Loose stair carpet is a critical hazard. A handrail on only one side is another. Secure, graspable railings on both sides of every staircase, top to bottom, that is non-negotiable. Do not wait for a close call to treat it as the priority it already is. Hazard number 7 does not look like a hazard. It looks like responsible healthcare. It is your medication. Specifically, it is what certain drugs and certain combinations do to your balance, your blood pressure, your reaction time, and your inner ear function. Falls are among the most underreported side effects of the most commonly prescribed drugs for American adults over 65. Blood pressure medications can trigger that same orthostatic hypotension we discussed at the toilet, but amplified. Sleep aids slow your brain's spatial processing and motor response, which is why fall rates in people taking sedative hypnotic drugs spike sharply in the hours after waking, not during the night. Antihistamines taken casually for allergies carry anticholinergic effects that impair balance and spatial cognition. And when 2 or more of these overlap, as they frequently do in adults managing multiple conditions, risk does not simply add, it multiplies. Research published in major medical journals found that adults over 65 taking 4 or more medications had fall risk more than double that of those taking 2 or fewer. If you have adjusted your prescriptions in the last 6 months and noticed any increase in lightheadedness, unsteadiness when rising, or unusual fatigue, those are not just aging. Those are reviewable, adjustable drug effects that deserve a direct conversation with your doctor. The home stays exactly the same. Your ability to navigate it safely has quietly changed. And unlike a rug or a light switch, this hazard cannot be fixed with tape. It requires a conversation. Do not skip it. 7 hazards, some visible, some invisible, all fixable. The thing to carry with you from this video is not fear, it is clarity. Knowing specifically what to look for is the difference between a home that works against you and one that actively protects you. You do not need to live on edge. You need to live on edge. You need to live smart. Removing a loose rug takes 5 minutes. Installing a grab bar takes 20. Adding floor-level night lights costs $15 and a single afternoon. These are not massive renovations. They are micro corrections that carry life-changing consequences. Every year, tens of thousands of seniors make exactly these adjustments and go on to live independently, actively, and safely for years afterward. The fall does not have to be part of your story, but the decision to prevent it has to come before the fall, not after. If this video helped you see something you had not seen before, share it right now with someone who needs it. A parent, a neighbor, a friend living alone. You may never tell them where it came from, but you might be the reason they keep standing. And if you want clear, practical health information designed for adults over 60, subscribe right now. We publish every single video with real answers for the people who need them most.